It's time for me to go to my next class. My heart is pumping fast like a NASCAR driver flashing through a crowded track. I'm about to go to Spanish class and my hands suddenly got sweaty and my nerves going through the roof. It wasn't the class that made me nervous, it was a girl. This wasn't your average chick in West Sky High School. It was Elena Patterson, the girl that stole my heart since 5th grade. Voices in my head pondered suggestions on what I should say. But on my way to my seat, it all came to a close when the pencil dropped on my sneakers.
Oops, sorry Kent, do you mind picking it up?
As I picked up the utensil, I recognized that soft and soothing voice full of innocence and satisfaction. Only one person in the world could make me shaky. It was the blonde and gorgeous Elena Patterson, captain of the cheer team and one of the smartest students in 9th grade. She was perfect. She had the body of an athlete and the brains of Einstein. Not to mention, I can't believe she remembered my name, especially in Spanish class when the teacher only calls us by our Spanish name. Plus, talking to her was a one-time event, like the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl.
Ah, thanks. Kent, right?
Yo, Kent, what's up, buddy? In my head, I thought how much of an idiot I was, stuttering right in front of her face, blowing off my chance of keeping a conversation. At least my pal Remy came in and saved me from total embarrassment.
Yeah, my name's Kent, and, hey, Remy.
Yo, did you study for that test? I heard it was hard for shiz. There he was, Remy, talking as if he was in the hood. If anything, this made my situation worse. I could hear Elena's friends in the background giggling. I could feel my face getting red like a thermometer on a hot, humid day. No, I never studied. This class is too easy. Out of all the words I could have said, I decided to take the macho route, trying to make myself look good. Boy, I have watched too many Jersey Shore episodes.
I studied just at Homer for a while. Conjugating isn't a problem for me,
added Elena. Yeah, it's easy just like you. I mean, not you, but you as in two in Spanish. I definitely blew it. This was like my time in T-ball, getting strike out over again, even when I was given extra chances. Elena giggled and responded,
I know what you meant. Two and the rest of the pronouns are a breeze.
Okay, class, take out your lápiz o bolígrafo. El examen será sobre concuraciones. Buena suerte. Any questions? My Spanish teacher, Mr. Sosa, was Superman, saving me from the pitfall of shame. Only if he had said his pre-test speech 10 seconds ago would I have been fully saved from humiliation. Mr. Sosa, can you give me a minute? I didn't even study. Can somebody tell me what he said? Of course, Regina would shout out her thoughts. It was the norm of her exposing her diva aura throughout the classroom. Usted está loco, replied Mr. Soso. Simultaneously, the class echoed laughter, and I began to forget my poor performance when I talked to Elena earlier. The attention was now on Regina, beautiful on the outside but ugly on the inside. She rivaled Elena's gifts and talents and had quit the cheer team soon afterwards when the news roamed out throughout the school of Elena taking the captain spot. This is why I like the French better, Regina stated. In a matter of minutes, I couldn't stop glaring at Elena's beautiful complexion. I was lucky enough to have her as a classmate, not to mention to even speak words to her. I mean, her popularity would make mean girls like Regina envious and guys like me want to stare. I went back to reality and remembered my imaginations of her and I being together couldn't come to life. Somebody else had her heart, king of popularity, Landon Rizio. He's a typical Justin Bieber lookalike with long hair and had an addiction of wearing his hats in every angle possible. I wish it was the way of me replacing bodies with Landon. The guy is lucky to hold Elena in his arms. He turns my dreams into reality. During the rest of the class, I glanced at Elena and then to the clock that tortured me, showing me the remaining time left of awkwardness in the classroom. The annoying bell gave birth again, and as I walked my way out of the classroom, I saw Elena with her friends, and I wanted to say bye, but I hesitated to say something. Yo, playa, why don't you just talk to her, brother? Remy pointed out beside me. I don't know, I just can't. I mean, I want to, but I'm afraid of saying something stupid. Yo, we need to work on that, bro. You got lunch now, right? Yeah, as always, Remy. I'm just checking with you, man. You know Roy Nash, right? The guy with good looks that gets all the babes? Yeah, what about him? What I'm saying is, maybe you should watch what he does at lunch. He sits to a table packed with the hottest chicks in school. Learn from the master of swag is all I'm saying, G. If you be more like him, you'll get Elena for sure. Oh, I don't know, man. I heard he comes in and gets out. Wink, wink. Gee, you're not getting the point. This guy knows what he's doing. Just listen to me. Yo, just tell me how it goes after lunch. Aight? Peace. I'm out. Eventually, after a brisk walk down the maze of students, I made my way to lunch and felt like Sherlock Holmes spying on Roy. I took a seat at a table from him and tried not to be too obvious. I got to admit, he was smooth. His charm was par and each girl he talked to looked so happy just being in his presence. All of a sudden, I saw his body coming to my direction. What was he going to say or do? I know he wasn't a nice guy. All he cared about was girls, football, and more girls. What if he starts to see now, fight back like a wimp in front of everyone? Hey kid, I don't like when people stare, voiced Roy. Hey, I don't want any trouble, I just need help and a friend of mine said you can help me fix my problem. Who's talking about me? And help you with what? It doesn't matter who my friend is. I need help getting Elena Patterson. I know you have a lot of experience being with girls, so I'm wondering if you can help me out. Promise coming in 5 weeks and I don't want to spend my freshman year alone. Ah, Elena, huh? Yeah, she's cute, but she's not really my type. I'll get you her if you just give me an incentive. Incentive? What is that supposed to mean? I retorted. It means you'll give me $50 and I'll teach you everything I know and I'll transform you to the guy that Elena wants. This guy was not only smooth with the ladies, but a big hustler too. Boy, I better get my money's worth. I decided to go along with it. After all, I had no time to waste. In the entire lunch and future days to come, he taught me the basic rules of getting in and getting out. All I needed was the X factor, and Roy absolutely provided me with that. I practiced and eventually got the hang with it. Accordingly, 2 weeks later, I am now a replica of Roy, and I'm about to use his tactics on Elena. I only have another 2 weeks left to use my magic before prom starts. This is my chance. Spanish class, here I come. Are you gonna drop your pencil this time? I voiced confidently. Elena smiled and said, Not unless you want me to. I'm used to it by now, I replied. You seem different today. Did you get a haircut? No, I didn't get a haircut. I just got 2 tickets to prom. 1 ticket is for me, and I was wondering if you could take the other one. Kent, you know I'm dating Landon, right? Who, Justin Bieber's cousin? Kent, it's not funny. What? I'm only saying the truth. He's probably good at geometry from getting used to angling his hat. I don't get why you waste your time with him. Stop, you're pissing me off right now. Just leave me alone. Fine, I could care less, I hollered. Hey Regina, I'll take you to prom in 2 weeks. Wear something nice, okay? Kent, you seem so different today. You didn't even ask me, voiced back Regina. It's not like I have to, I vocalized. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I'll go with you. I knew Regina would be an easy win. She was Elena's rival, and I'm a different person now. Roy's tactics gave me better looks and added style to my game. All I needed was Elena's attention, and with Regina, I would be tossing a match on a puddle of gasoline. Subsequently, it was prom, and man, did Elena look gorgeous. I did everything I could to make her jealous. I slow danced with Regina and grabbed Regina drinks. It didn't seem to faze Elena at all. It was time to go to my last resort. I grabbed Regina's hands and guided her to where Elena and Landon slow danced. I then grabbed Regina by the waist and kissed her right in front of Elena. Elena stopped dancing, turned away from Landon, and left the building to go outside. I felt bad. Maybe I've gone too far in trying to get Elena. Maybe these tactics didn't work. Maybe Elena is just too good and Elena is really in love. I went outside and found Elena, standing, crying near a lamppost at the school courtyard. I went behind her to catch hold of her waist and whispered, I'm sorry. Sorry for what, she whimpered. I'm mad at Landon. He cheated on me after all this time. Before they announced King and Queen, he decides to tell me he's been with somebody else. Soon afterwards, distinct emotions came rushing through my head. I felt blissful that Landon was out of the picture, but felt gloomy that I used Regina for an attempt to get noticed by Elena. I'm sorry, Elena. Sorry for what? I've been trying to make you jealous the past week, and sorry about the other day too. I shouldn't have acted as such a... She kissed me. I didn't even have the chance to finish my sentence. I held her waist tight and went closer to her, repaying the favor. Take this as my acceptance to your apology. Oh, and by the way, I dropped my pencil on purpose the first time we really talked. I didn't know what to say. Afterwards, it started to pour. We decided to run back inside, but before we could, we slid and got muddy. We laughed it off, and I saw Remy giving me a thumbs up, and Roy as well, thinking as if his tactics worked. When we got inside, I looked deep in her eyes, grabbed her by the waist, and leaned in for a kiss. My dream just turned into reality.